Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back on my favorite website. If you're new here, that website is stake.us. The reason we love this website, well, because we have a lot of fun on there and we make money doing it. Before we even start this video, I do want to tell you, if you like anything you see in this video or any of my other videos and you want to sign up to Stake or stake.us, don't forget to sign up using my code FAST. What that will do for you is give you $25 stake cash and 250,000 gold coins in your email within the first 24 hours after you sign up and verify your email. Let's jump straight into the video and see what we're doing today. All right, in today's video, we're going to be on a strategy called low risk. Well, I didn't spell risk right, but low risk, high reward. That's what I call this strategy. It's only 4 conditions. Here are your 4 conditions. For this strategy, you need to use a divider of about 2,000. So in today's video, I'm going to be using a starting wager of 75 cents. Here are the conditions for this strategy. They're very, very simple. And you need to set your winnings to 1.3. That should be your multiplier for this strategy. We're going to be using a starting wager of 75 cents. We have $1,748. The goal is to make about 20%. So that would be 20% would be roughly $400. So we need to make a little bit less than $400. Let's just say $2,200. We should be at $2,200 by the time we are done with this video. So that is the plan for today's video, and that's what we're going to do. 75-cent starting wager. Should not be very complicated, and we're going to turn instant play on just so things go by faster, and we're going to start it off. This strategy is very, very unique in the way that it bets, but it should be very profitable in the end. As you guys can see, like I said, we need to make about $350 profit, and that should not be very long. The reason I call this strategy low risk is because, as you will see, it's pretty low risk. Yes, there is a chance that you can go down a pretty slippery slope, but that should not be happening in today's video for us. So let's just see what happens and go from there. It is getting a little bit dodgy here, but you know, it could be the effect of turning on the camera, which happens all the time. Every time I turn on the camera, things like this happen. And as you guys can see there, we didn't fully recover back to our highest point. That does tend to happen here and there. It's not the end of the world. It's just one of those things. It happens. But you just have to let it play out and let it do its thing. Like I said, it's a very, very simple strategy. I like that it's a low divider. So if you have $100, you can use a starting wager of 5 cents, I believe. No. You could use a starting wager of, 5 cents, right? 5 cents, probably. Double check my math. But the point is, it's a low divider. So with $1,000, you can use a 50 cents. So 5 cents. Yeah, so with $1,000, you could use 50 cents. So with $100, you could use a starting wager of 5 cents. So it is a pretty low risk strategy, like I said. And it goes very, very smoothly. As you guys can see, we're already at $32 profit without too much risk. And we've wagered already $1,600, which is great. Actually, a little bit more than that. Look at that. That's what we're looking for right there. That's what we're looking for. So it does do that. As you guys just saw, that's what I was talking about. It does have a tendency to get carried away. We already wagered $4,400. But we made a profit of $170-ish. So we're doing really, really well. We need to just get to about $350 profit before we can move on. But as you guys can see, very good strategy. Good for wagering, good for profit, and not too risky. Even though you do see that dip there, it's not that high of a dip to compare to what our balance was. We have a $1,700 balance, and that dip was only like $150. So it's not that big of a dip. Considering our balance is like 1,700, so it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, as you guys can see there, we did take a little bit of a dip there. We didn't fully recover to where we need to be, which is totally okay. That's kind of how this strategy works, and you can't be upset about it. It does what it does, and you just have to let it do its thing. Anyways, I will speed it up for a little bit here, and okay, this is getting risky. We need something to happen. Come on. There it is. All right, so I guess I wasn't even going to speed it up. We made the profit. We could stop it there. We were supposed to make around $350 profit. We made a profit of $458. This is exactly why I called this strategy low risk, high reward, because your risk is actually low, pretty low, all things considering, but your reward is pretty high. So that is why this strategy is called low risk, high reward. As you guys can see, the reward is pretty great. And it did not take very long I believe it only took about 4 to 5 minutes. I am sorry that's, it's just one of those things. And here's the thing, this strategy, I'm pretty confident in it. I could continue running it. Matter of fact, I'll do that. I'll just start it with $1 now, and I'll keep running it for a little bit longer for you guys. Like I said, I'm pretty confident in this strategy, even though we've made a little over 20%. This strategy is one of those I can run for quite a bit. I'll give it another minute or so before we move on to the next strategy. But like I said, this strategy, very confident in it, not too stressed out about it. It just kind of works, We are using a little bit higher wager amount now, but that is also because our balance is higher, and since the divider needs to be at least 2,000, we can use $1 wager, starting wager, with a balance of 2,000. So shouldn't get too risky here. Like I said, hopefully we can get another one of those big, tall stairs in the graph like we have currently. That can happen, and that would be great. So we'll see. We're already made another $50 since then. Like I said, it's a very low risk strategy, high reward, and it's very good for your wagering. If you're trying to achieve certain positions in your leaderboard, look at the amount we've already wagered since we have started this, and it's been going great for us. So I will tell you guys that it is very good for wagering, and it is very good for making some profit. So as you guys can see, the profits are looking very, very good, and the wager amount is looking very, very good. We are at currently about $500 profit, even though our target was $350 profit. We're doing really well. And stick around, guys. I do want to tell you, you should subscribe. I have some awesome strategies this week. They're all pretty low risk, and they're all pretty high reward. So I'm excited to show you guys that these strategies are going to be really good this week. So, there's a couple fun ones that I'm going to do in here. But as far as this rest of my week, I have some fun strategies lined up and planned to film for you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to call it as soon as this one resets back to base bet. I will probably call it here and do our outro, because, at least you guys got to see how the strategy works and how everything panned out. And as you can see, it panned out quite well for us. As you can see how that graph looks. That graph is unbelievable. And this is why I like the strategy. Yes, you don't always recover to the highest point, but it kind of over time creates like a staircase looking graph. And that's really great. I like those staircase looking graphs. So let's just wait here till the bet resets back to base bet, and then we can, resume. Okay, so there it is. That's back to base bet. $503 profit. Nothing to cry about. Looked pretty great. I'm happy about it. Thank you for watching to this point in the video, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys watching this, making it this far in the video. I know it's kind of a short video, but we made some good profit, and it was a fun one to make. I will tell you guys, this is one of those strategies that I'll say, as long as you divide by at least 2,000, I wouldn't say it's like a very long-term strategy, but you can make some good profits quite quickly. But if you want to make it a little bit safer, maybe use a divider of like 5,000 just to be a little bit safer. But other than that, it's a really good strategy, and it works really great. And I've been very pleased with the results that I've gotten from running this strategy, and I'm happy to share it with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you're new to Stake and want to try these strategies, go ahead and hit on settings, offers, and for the welcome offer, put in the code FAST. This will instantly activate monthly and weekly rewards, as well as enter you into Stake's VIP program and get you a bonus of $25 Stake cash with 250,000 gold coins. After you verify your email, you can claim your bonus. Also, don't forget to like the video, comment down below what you guys would like to see in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on. I upload 5 days a week, and trust me, you guys do not want to miss what I upload. I got some awesome strategies coming this week. They're all really good strategies for the most, except one video. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out because it's just kind of like a fun one that I'm throwing in there. But other than that, most of these strategies are going to be really great this week. So subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.